Hello, is this thing on?
Good day.
I feel like they need to come up with a device that allows you to stream multiple platforms at one time. Because it's
Perhaps not.
maybe they have that, but it's honestly really challenging to have like the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook. Like I wish it was just like all in one thing because I feel like I'm always like, I don't know where to look. But if you can hear us, see us, any of that, please say hi in the comments. Tell us where you're from, making sure that you can hear us and that everything is all good. Did you guys have a good weekend? I feel like we had a pretty good weekend. And we had a very busy weekend.
Yeah.
What are you thinking right now?
I just like every time somebody says hello and they're like from some crazy like not crazy place, but like there was hello from India. And like one of these days I'm going to let that not surprise me and make me like immediately want to interrupt you and be like, India.
I know.
Like,
it is crazy. Like let me see. That's like, it really is like our favorite thing to see where everybody's from. I think it's just so wild. What time is it in India right now? I don't even know. There's another India.
India.
Or is that the same India?
I have to do my Olipop. Somebody said Olipop on there.
Okay.
Olipop.
Anyways, okay, we're going to start with highs and lows. Mm-hmm. And then we'll give you like a brief recap of our weekend because we did so much this weekend. It felt like it was 17 days long.
Maybe a whole summer in one weekend.
I think it was a whole summer.
We laughed, cried.
So this is just a recap of the weekend. So Friday, we had a date night, which was great. Ever since we went on our 10-year wedding anniversary trip in March, was it March? We said from then, every single week, we're going to try to do a date night of some sort and like schedule them ahead of time. I feel like it's one of those things that if you don't get it on the calendar, you just like end up not doing it. And so we went to, if you're local, it's called Cruise and Mirror and it's so good. They have the best bread. Like sign me up for places that have good truffle fries and good bread. I will be happy.
But they don't have truffle fries.
They don't have truffle fries.
They swing and miss on the fries.
You know what I did?
This was
so stupid. This is so stupid, you guys. I looked like an idiot. The menu...
We didn't talk about this.
Well, look it up. What does the exact menu say? I look and I'm like, oh wow, they changed their menu. There's a little bit of different things in here. And it said in the appetizers, he's pulling it up.
Hold on. We gotta make sure we get this right.
I know. I want to read it exactly.
We never talked about the extreme letdown that you had.
Exactly like it was. Okay, it says.
Which one was it?
It says mussels. It did not say mussels. I think it said mustard. I think, or maybe.
It says Dijon cream.
The menu says mussels, Dijon, pommes frites, Dijon cream, crispy fries. And in my head, I read mustard Dijon.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Crispy fries.
This is so good that we do this because we never even talked about this.
You know that TikTok sound where it's like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah.
I literally was like, we'll have the fries. And she was like, you want a side of fries? I was like, no, I want the appetizer.
No, I want the truffle fries.
We don't have fries. I was like, yes, you do. And she goes, are you talking about the mussels? I'm like, yeah.
Those are mussels.
She's like, those are not. I think they are. What is a frite? It says crispy fries.
I think there must be fries with the mussels. But to be fair, it does say mussels as the very first descriptive word of what it is. Mussels.
I missed that part.
Pommes frites.
Anyways, I looked like an idiot, so that's that. But anyways,
so we did that. To which she then recommended the fried calamari.
Yeah. Anyways.
And we said no. We declined.
Did you guys, I saw this on TikTok. Did you come from like, we only order water and we don't get appetizers family? Or did you come from a like, we get pop and we get appetizers? Because I feel like we were in two different things there. Like when I go to a restaurant, I want an appetizer. Like I don't care where we are, what we're doing. I want to order an appetizer. And he's always like, no, like we don't need one. And I'm like, bro, I want an appetizer and I don't want water. I definitely don't want water.
Wow, I didn't even think we were going to go here with this.
I didn't either, but I just thought of it when we were talking about it.
My gripe with you on all this is that say you were going to get this, okay, the Fed. If you live locally, you know the Fed. Amanda goes and she'll get steak and fries. She also orders ranch with her steak, which is
Delicious.
Sin. But, okay. Anyways, we will then order truffle fries as the appetizer.
Duh.
We will pay again for fries before we pay for fries again.
No, I've been getting them anyways. It doesn't even matter.
But you would do that. You have done that.
It doesn't even matter. Anyways, that wasn't even the point of this.
I end up, when we go to the Fed, we get, it would be an ungodly amount of food if I actually order an entree.
I love going out to eat. It's like my favorite thing ever. And every time I go,
as do I
just want to experience all of it.
She does.
All of it.
She doesn't miss a beat.
But yeah, a lot of you guys are questioning the ranch on the steak thing. I would ask you to try it and don't knock it till you do. And once you do, you'll understand because it's so good. And it really pisses me off when I go to a really nice steakhouse and I'm like, do you have ranch? And they're like, no.
Or if they make their own.
No, I like when they make their own.
If they make their own soda.
I do have a beef with that.
Yeah.
I need actual name brand Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. When brands try to get fancy, like if you go to like a little small town and they're like super cool and trendy and they're like, we don't have that, but we like make our own cola.
That's never in a little small town.
That is not the same thing, and I will like die on that hill. It is not the same thing at all.
Yet you still order it.
Well, I'm not getting water.
We were at Shinola and you were
definitely not getting water, that's for sure.
I love water.
Water's disgusting. But anyways, pull back up our, where's our notes at? Because we got really off topic and we haven't even started yet.
Yeah, we have notes for this.
Sorry. That was just what we did this weekend. That's as far as we got.
We literally talked about Friday night. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to move on to highs and lows because it'll tie into the rest of the whatever.
Sure.
So my low, you guys don't know what truffle fries are? I'm sorry. I'm really like, put in the chat if you don't know what truffle fries are. And if you don't, I need you to Google truffle fries near me and you need to go to the next restaurant that has them. Truffle is
a mushroom.
It is the best flavor in the world. And when you have it with garlic aioli, and there's like some Parmesan and some cilantro.
I don't think it's cilantro.
What is it? Parmesan and
basil.
Herbs? It's not basil. I don't like basil. Anyways.
You might. Newsflash, you might.
Anyways, I don't know how to explain truffle, but if it's ever on the menu, you need to order it. I will go to restaurants because they have it. And if they don't, I'm not going there. Anyways, I don't have a low this week. I feel like I had a pretty good week. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we're in a tough stage of parenting right now where it's just like exhausting all the time. Like it just is, but that's just like life. And it's fine. It's not really like a low, but if I had to say anything, I would say I'm tired. My high, though, is yesterday to go back, in college, I danced for the Detroit Pistons for 3 seasons. TJ was on what's called the flight crew. Curious if any of you guys have ever seen that before, but they're the guys that like run and jump on the trampolines and do a flip and dunk, and they do like acrobatic dunking. Have you guys ever seen that? How many NBA teams have that?
Well, that's an excellent question.
I feel like there's quite a few.
There's a handful.
Yeah. Or like if you're not really like the Globetrotters, but like
no, we're not at all.
It's sisters with the Globetrotters. Brothers.
Yeah. If you read the comments from this week, we're sisters.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But anyways, they did that and we had so what is it? The 20th year? 21st year?
21 years.
21st year of the flight crew being in existence. And so we had a little reunion at our house where all of the old flight crew guys came over and some of us haven't seen each other in 10 years. And what's really cool is that, so they're Pistons, really all NBA teams, they have a lot of different entertainment. So there's usually the dancers. A lot of times they'll have, a kid dance crew. They'll have whatever, all different kinds of entertainment. And so we became friends with a lot of the other entertainment, obviously. And we were talking last night, and there's 5 couples that were a dancer and a flight crew that got married, and now we all have families. And it's just so fun. And so last night, they all came over. there was probably like 15 of us. It was sad because not everybody could make it, but
the kids came.
But the kids came, and it was just fun to be like, you guys, look at this little village of people that we all made. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
but it was really fun. So I would say, like, that was my high. And we were thinking tonight we would talk about that experience of, like, being in the NBA, and, you know, that's how TJ and I met. And so for us to, like, talk about that and what it was like and behind the scenes of all of that, like, curious if you guys have any questions about anything NBA related. We both were in it for a really long time and around it, and we got to do a lot of really cool things. And so ask questions if you have them. We're going to kind of watch the comments as we're talking. And then I also took some from the question box to kind of go through it. But first things, I don't know, what do you want to hear about first? Do you want us to tell you, like, the story of how we met, of that in the Pistons? Do you want to know? I've seen questions of, like, how does that even work with tryouts? Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Got a beef.
That was my high.
My high, that is a high for me as well. I really enjoyed that night. I thought it was really fun. My other high is that the clinic hired 2 new people who are just like, just fitting right in.
Good.
And that's like pretty tough. And
that's awesome.
The interview process was smooth. Like it didn't take a long time. The last time we hired for these positions, it took forever. We hired some people that didn't work out, and it's just, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know if we're getting better at it or we just got lucky, but I'm going to say we're getting better at it.
Explain to what you do, because I don't think not everybody knows, and they might be confused.
I'm a veterinarian, and I co-own a veterinary hospital. I have a partner in it, and so we opened this clinic about 1.5 years ago. We have now 12 people on staff, and that's like the hardest part is
staffing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had like a really good core group that's been with us since we started, but then like growing that and getting people who fit, that's like a real big challenge. Mm-hmm. So anyways, that was my high.
That's
like,
good.
Yeah.
I will say,
it's like nerve-wracking.
From Come Stay a While, because I have 5 people on my team, and it's just like managing people in that aspect of business has been like the most challenging for me. It's just like I like to be a leader and like inspire and all of that, but it's a lot of responsibility to like run a team, and it can be really challenging. And so that's awesome that you guys are feeling that. They have like the best staff ever at the clinic, and so I get why it would be hard to find people that all fit that, but yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a low?
I don't think I really have a low.
That's good.
We had a great therapy session too this week. That was fun.
We did.
Anyways, that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, we can talk about Pistons first.
Yeah,
so,
let's do that. People are asking about it.
Okay. Let's start with... do you want to start with flight crew, because you did flight crew before I did Pistons?
Yeah, because I was on the flight crew. So I was a gymnast from like, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th grade is when I started doing gymnastics. And then I started doing it competitively. I competed around like the state of Michigan, and then that slowly started creeping out to like Ohio, Chicago, all the way down to Miami for some competitions, and got pretty serious with it into like late into high school. And I got hurt, I think it was my junior year of high school, and
doing what?
A double backflip on the floor. Yeah.
TJ's a really good tumbler.
I was. We talked about that this weekend.
You can still tumble. You just
I
choose to
did
pretend.
it at AJ's gymnastics class once, and I thought I needed a wheelchair instantly. Like, it was irreparable damage. Okay, anyways. So I was a gymnast, and then when I stopped doing gymnastics, one of the coaches that was coaching me at the time, he was like, "Oh, you've got to come try out for this Pistons flight crew thing," which I hadn't really heard about because they like would not let us. There was just no chance that we were even allowed to talk about doing this. Like when we were a gymnast, it was like, you are a gymnast. Yeah. You can't do any other sports. You can't do anything to risk getting hurt because gymnastics is life. We were there 4 or 5 days a week, 3 to 4 hours per day. You know, it was a big commitment. So as soon as I stopped, I went and tried out for flight crew. Obviously, jumping off trampolines and dunking a basketball is like not overly hard for a gymnast because like we do that. It's just now you have a basketball in your hands. So
I know people always ask, they're like, so did TJ play basketball?
yeah, I'm like 5'7", so
It's like, no, absolutely not.
yeah. And so yeah, never played any basketball at all. And so I started that my senior year of high school. And I quit gymnastics. I wanted to play high school baseball. I played high school baseball I think my sophomore, junior, and senior year. And then yeah, not doing gymnastics made that a lot easier. And so
But people always ask us that, like, how did you guys get into that? Like, how did you do any of that? And they have tryouts every year for both. So for the dancers and for flight crew.
and now they're called the extreme team. So
yeah,
if you guys
it
are
changed
like,
a little bit.
if you guys know somebody wants to try out, I think our tryouts already happened for next year. But
Yeah, Pistons, or the dancer tryouts, I think, literally just happened. Usually they're earlier. They're like May.
no, well, I mean the season's still going on in like April,
Yeah.
mid-April.
I think it's
feel like
like
it's June.
maybe
July.
June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was one of 3 gymnasts on the team, so it was fun. I knew of the other ones, you know, so it was really fun.
Yeah. Fun fact, they all have like a name, like a nickname. Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Real tough.
And it's something like about their personality. I don't really know.
Yeah, one of our friend, like a guy who announced for us, always gave us the nickname. So like he kind of like watched you a few shows, and he's like, "Oh, here's," then you were like given the name.
Do you guys want to hear what his nickname was? I'm curious if you can guess. Think like it fits like the dunking thing, like all of them, like
As it should.
as it should. But it's just funny. So if you have a guess, drop it, and then I'll tell you what it is
Yeah.
because it's funny.
Stay tuned.
But it actually does fit him in a story that he's gonna tell you later.
Well, yeah.
It fits it.
Yeah, it does. Injured was my name.
Actually, speaking of injuries, though, there was it's like dangerous what they do. There was like several times where, you know, one of them, I think you at one of the games, like hit their chin.
Hit my chin.
Hit his chin on the okay, so they want some examples. Let's give some examples of some other names.
Dunking.
Give you.
Dunking Donuts.
That's funny.
That was
No,
funny.
okay, so like one was called
Showtime.
One was called Twister because he like twisted.
Twista.
One was like Tornado. We had Liftoff. We had Airborne. We had. I was just gonna say, you guys still have this thing up here.
Oh yeah.
What was? Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. Ready? TJ's name was Danger because everything he did was so dangerous that people were like, "Please don't do that," and then he would do it anyway.
Yeah.
He was the one that would be like, "We should try this," and then he'd just do it, and then
I'd
whatever.
get caught on my chin.
Yeah. So his name is Danger.
Cool.
Anyways, but yeah. So for Pistons, or I always call it Pistons, but for dancing, Yeah,
you've always called it Pistons, and that has always been like kind of my like not an ick, but like that kind of weirds. It's just weird.
but like
we did Pistons. We did Pistons
together. I don't know. That's just what I called it.
How is that something you do?
That's what I did.
I know.
Whatever. So in college, from 2011 to 2014, so it was 3 NBA seasons. It was called Automotion at the time, back when it was at the Palace. They now have since demolished that, which is sad.
Did it switch from Automotion to Detroit Pistons Dancers?
The year that I tried out was when Tom Gores and Platinum Equity bought the Pistons, and then we got new everything. Like a whole new crew came in, we had a new coach, we had whatever, and it went from Automotion to Detroit Pistons Dancers. They went a little bit more hip hop. As before, it was more just like traditional NBA. And
as a sidebar of that, at that transition, I was a part of the flight crew for many years before that, and then that transition happened, and before that transition happened, we were not even allowed to look at the dancers, and I would never even look at them because they were women, and I was a senior in high school, and I was just like, there's just I didn't even know what to say.
Yeah.
But then, like, I think I was probably like 21 when that switch happened. And then they're like, hey, would you like to meet the dancers? And we were just like,
yes.
Is this a test? We're going to get fired. And they're like, no, come on over. And then, so anyways, in comes Amanda.
It was fun though because we were all the same age. Like we were all in college. We were all in that same life stage of you're just like figuring it out and you have no money and you're just like trying to survive. And so we all just obviously like related a lot to each other. And so we all became super, super good friends. And then a lot of relationships, you know, happened and came out of that, which was just really fun. It was like so cool to be a part of all of that. We got to, so prior to that, my background, because I saw that question a couple times. So I just was a dancer most of my life. I did studio dance when I was growing up. And then I did like my high school's dance team. I quit dance for a little while and I played travel softball. I like really, really liked softball and still love that piece. But then I got to a point where I had to choose, like, do you want to do dance or do you want to do softball? And I ended up choosing dance. And then in high school, originally when I tried out or wanted to try out for the Pistons, that like dream for me, because it's kind of like every other sport has like a higher level. Like you could go dance in college or like whatever, but there's really like that's kind of where it ends, you know, for like a dance career. Like it's just it. You either move to LA and you do whatever, but like that kind of like commercial dance like doesn't really interest me. Like I don't want that life. I'm not trying to go on tour with Beyonce. Like none of that is my jam. And I really, really loved like the collegiate level dance and professional dance. Like it's just, I don't know. I actually think that we should go into this a lot more like another time because I feel two ways about it of like.
About what?
Like I love it. And it was so fun and I loved doing it.
The Pistons or dance? Or both?
NBA dance.
Okay.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Pistons. So many great things about it, but there was also a lot of things about it that I did not like. But like it's just part of the gig, you know, like you just kind of have to. And like there's a lot of judgment that comes with it of people just like assuming things about you because you're an NBA dancer, which I don't like. Like I'm not like that, and the things that people would think and say or. I don't know. It just was like this weird thing, but I know. Let me see.
What didn't you like? I'll tell you what you didn't like. Like the body shaming and the like line up against the wall and you know.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what you need to work on.
I think it was hard because I feel like today's day and age is a little different, like the dance teams in general. First of all, do any of you guys watch Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders? Comment if you watch it because it is such an accurate depiction of what it is like to be in a professional dance environment. It is so cutthroat.
Brutal. It's
brutal in the way that like there are thousands of girls that want to do this, and if you don't want to do it or you like I don't know, like there's always somebody that's like ready to take your place. And so it's kind of this thing where you always have to be at your best and like the pressure, like I'm just like not super extroverted. Like I know you guys might think that I am, but I'm really not. And so in scenarios like that, I'm such a people pleaser and it's really hard to be your own person when you're constantly being compared to everyone else and like to other women, especially when you're in a vulnerable state of life where you're like a new young woman in college, like just trying to figure out who they are.
It almost forces it like welcomes people being fake. Like
yeah.
It's like that's the easier thing to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everybody that does this is fake. It's just like it like pushes you to a level of you're like, what do I do here? Because this isn't normal. Like
yeah, I think the team that I had, like I would not trade the years that I did it. It was like the perfect time because the girls that were on my team, like we were all different. Like I just felt like we got each other in a way where it was like, okay guys, this is just like is what it is and we're here for each other, if that makes sense. But it was really hard when the new management came in and shifted because we had relationships with ownership and management and people knew us and our personalities, and it felt like when it switched and this new like whole team came in. Like everybody in the thing is new. They come in and it's like now nobody knows you as a person. All they see is like what you look like, how your dancing is, and that like it's already a pressure filled environment enough that it's like you're literally in like a pressure cooker 24/7.
Yeah.
And then like you're trying to study and like I don't know, like some girls were out of college and were like nurses during the day and then they'd come to practice at night. Like it just was, it feels like a different period of my life. Like it feels like 17 years ago. Like it just feels like another lifetime. But
I feel like grown up you feels a different way. Like we look back on it like, yeah, that probably wasn't, like some of those situations weren't the greatest. But when you're in it, like it did, you know.
But I also like am so proud of those years well.
No, for sure. I agree.
Like I wouldn't take back any of it. I wouldn't give the experience back for anything. I feel super lucky and grateful that I had the opportunity to do that and to do it for as long as I did. And I don't know. I feel like I still have body issues from those periods of my life. Like it's hard. Like I don't know that they even do this now. Like, I think it's different now, but like we would get benched for our weight. Like that's a thing. And that's really hard to be like.
Was it even weight though too? Like I don't, like you didn't step on a scale and they're like,
well,
you weigh 108 today.
No,
sorry,
we
girls.
did weigh
but,
in.
No, I'm just saying like, but a lot of it was appearance too. Like it could be what you weigh, but also you don't look good. So sorry.
It was more what you looked like, but we also did weigh in and they would say like, you're up X%. Like we knew that. And so that's hard to know, like, God, it's weigh-in day, you know? And it just like, I think encouraged a lot of, I never had like eating problems or like disorders, but I could see really quickly how that could affect
that's what
people.
I mean.
And
right,
it's just like,
what I meant by all that.
But we also were dancing so much and we were working out so much. Like you have to be healthy and fit to do what you do, do. So like
way above average.
It's, I don't know, it's this weird thing, but I remember when the new people came in, like I'm only 5'1". People often think I'm a lot taller just on my stories when I meet people in person. They're like, oh my gosh, you're so short. I would have never known. And the team, like the new ownership and stuff that came was from LA. And so they're used to the Laker girls. And the Laker girls have like a height requirement. Like they all have to be like, I don't know what it is, 5'6" or 5'7" or something. Kind of like the Rockettes. Like they're just all tall and really long and whatever. And they had a really hard time with me being so short. And they would say like, you know, I just wish that like you looked more like her and whatever. And I'm like, well, I can't add any more inches. So like, I don't know what you want me to do. And I felt like in that season, I had to fight a lot harder and like train a lot harder to prove myself just because I was short, which is like sad. Like some people just like short girls. Like, why do you have to be tall and lengthy and like all of that? Like, I don't get it. And so I appreciate now that you see more of a range. Like I am totally pro, like we need to promote like healthy lifestyle. Not that you have to be like stick thin and all that, but just healthy, like happy and healthy and all of that matters, you know? And so it's interesting, but I definitely think it's better. And I think that this year on the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, they made such a stride forward for just like the dance community, I guess, of NBA and NFL cheerleaders and dancers. Like even just with pay, like all of that, like they ask a lot of us and we are a big piece of the game. And I don't know, I didn't always feel like it was appreciated. I don't know. I
didn't realize other teams had height requirements. Thank goodness that
not
they
many
didn't
of them.
At the Pistons. I would have never found a wife.
You'd be single.
5'7". I want to be taller than my wife. I'm not saying you have to be. I just wanted to be.
Yeah.
And like if they would have been like, oh, you're gonna be 5'8", I'm like, oh well.
Yeah.
Just rule the wall out for me.
Yeah, I just think I was like, I'm super confident from that period, but it also like ingrained a lot of insecurities in me too that I'm like still working through. I feel like.
You know, I feel like you're on top. I think you came out on top.
I mean, for sure. And I don't know. But we got to do so many cool things. Like TJ and I think there was like maybe a year and a half that we were on the same, like we were on entertainment together, but we were both in relationships and like didn't really know each other that well. I can't really remember like how much that overlapped or whatever of like timing.
Yeah. Feels like at least a year.
Yeah. But so after like we ended up like we were both in really long relationships prior to being with each other. And so he ended up like breaking up with his girlfriend, and shortly after that, like I was ending my relationship, and it just like we were chatting like, oh yeah, I just got out of this long relationship. And then we just realized that we had so much in common and like our beliefs. And
shout out to those two if they're on here.
Yeah, what up?
Hope you're doing good.
But it was just like meant to be. And it's kind of crazy because we like instantly knew we were going to get married. Like people, I remember being like, it feels crazy to say to people, but I'm like legit, like we're going to get married. Like I knew that. And it's so funny because Kayla said, is your thumb okay? What's wrong?
Are you going after your thumb? Am I going after my thumb?
I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, I showed Kayla this the other day. I'll have to go get it in the basement. But so we started dating on like New Year's Eve or whatever. That was when he like officially asked me like, will you be my girlfriend? And then that Valentine's Day, so it had only been like, you know, a little bit over a month or something. We got each other, I have them downstairs, but we got each other for Valentine's Day, the same exact card. And then when we opened it, we both had underlined soulmate in it and like gave each other that as in like our gifts. And I'm like, isn't that crazy?
You still have that?
I do.
That's wild.
It's downstairs. I'm a keeper of the things, you guys.
I'm not.
I have I have a lot of totes in the basement that are just like full of
Totes.
memories. Bins, totes, what do you call them?
Storage bins.
Storage bins. That takes too long.
Tote.
Why say a lot word when, what does he say? Why?
Less words do
When
trick.
less work do trick.
When me president, they see.
Whatever. Any Office fans in the house?
Yeah.
Any Office fans? But we got to do so many cool things. So right after we started dating, the Pistons had an international game that was in London, and it was, I think it was just like a regular game, but they played the Knicks in London. And so we all got to, like, did all your team go? I think all of our team.
Most of them went. I feel like the first year, like we had first years that year, and they didn't get to go. But they like, you know, they didn't get to do nearly as much as everybody else. So.
Yeah, but so we got to go to London, which was cool. I think it was a week. Was it 5 days? It was something, I don't know. But we went to London. We had like so many appearances, and we got to perform at the Onyx, which was really, Onyx? The Circle? What was it called?
O2.
The O2 Arena. What's the Onyx? Is that a hockey rink?
The hockey rink in Rochester.
Whatever. We went to the
we
O2.
went to a local hockey rink.
O2
Really?
O2 Arena? It was something weird like that.
Yeah, the O2.
The arena?
Yeah.
I don't know. But this will be for another day. I had my very first panic attack ever. I know we talked a lot about anxiety and panic attacks last week, but I had my first panic attack when we were landing in London, and I did not understand what was happening to me. I thought I was dying, and we like right when we got there, it was like the schedule's going, like we have to continue, and so I just tried to push through, and I did not know what was happening, and we were at this restaurant, and I was like convulsing in the booth, like laying down, and one of the girls who was with us, Lauren, she was a nurse, and she was like, just breathe, whatever. They had to call an ambulance, and like it came to the restaurant, and by the time, I think there was like maybe 5 of us together that had gone out to dinner. I was so scared because we're in another country. I have no idea what's happening to me. My heart feels like it's going to explode. And then they checked everything. All my vitals were good. And they're like, I think you're good. Like maybe you need to eat, like with the time change and like, I don't know, all this stuff. And so then we go back to the hotel. And then in the middle of I think it was that night or maybe the next night. I don't know. I had to skip the appearance the next day because it's making my heart race right now just thinking about it. It was so bad. And then the next day I had to skip the appearance because I like could not get my shit together. Like I was just like, thought I was dying. And then in the middle of the night, the roommate that I had, my friend Mary, she had to call the ambulance again, and I had to go to the hospital because I thought I was dying. And I know it sounds dramatic, but I literally thought I was dying. And he was there, and he went with me to the hospital, and like they called the Pistons doctor.
We weren't staying in the same room.
No, we were not.
They rang me up on the telly.
On the telly.
Yeah, and I came down there, and I thought, what is wrong with this chick? Because we'd only been dating for like not very long.
Yeah, and went to the hospital.
She's having a panic attack.
And then the MBA doctor came in, and he was like, have you ever had a panic attack? And I was like, nope. And he was like, that's what this is. And I was like, I don't ever want to experience this again in my life. And that's when it all began.
So
and
we've
here
been
we
doing
are.
it for 12 years.
Here we are 12 years later, you know, still
going strong.
Still going strong.
Convulsing occasionally.
Occasionally. Get the shakes, you know, but what a wild time to be alive.
The unreasonable shakes.
Yeah, and then I actually wasn't allowed to perform at the game because I missed all the practices.
You might go into a convulsion.
Yeah, so that was like really sad, but I did get to go and I got to watch. And
what's that chick doing? The new dance move.
Anyways, whatever. And then
goodness.
Dude, London was first. Then like I think a year.
Yeah, London happened before China.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
And you were fine in China?
I was fine in China. Yeah. So then I got to go to China. I think it was the next year. There was only 5 of us that got to go, which was really cool. And China's an interesting place for sure.
We almost went on a honeymoon.
To China?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, no. We went to a place called Guangzhou. If you've ever been there, shout out to the Guangzhouians. It was so unique, but there was a all-star game or I don't know.
No, it was like a
NBA
a 3-on-3 tournament or something.
NBA is like huge in China, and so they had us go, and we were with some of the players. They had like people from different NBA teams, so there was like a couple players from like I remember like the Celtics, and then like the dancers from the Pistons were there. The mascot from wherever, Boston. What was his name? What's that guy's name?
Lucky.
I always think it's so strange. That's like the only mascot that doesn't wear a mask. It's just him. And I thought it was so strange. I'm like, it's just a man dressed like a leprechaun. I don't get it.
What kind of mask would you wear?
You'd think it'd be like a mascot.
Like the Lucky Charms guy?
Something.
I guess.
You're not supposed to see a mascot's face. They're not supposed to talk.
Yeah, but what if that mascot is sort of a human?
That's stupid. He should have a hat on.
Anyways, wow. Okay. I went to Barcelona, and it was a 3-on-3 tournament in Spain, which was awesome. I really want to go back to Barcelona. Mm-hmm. I want to take you so bad. It was very beautiful.
I'm available.
Yeah, we'll do that eventually. But in Barcelona, I fractured my skull on concrete.
This is one of the dumb... You know when you just do something dumb and you're like,
Absolute dumbest thing I've ever done.
That was really dumb. Why did I do that? That's the story that he's about to tell you. And I'll even tell you that we have the video of when it happened. And if you want to see it, I will show you. And I will tell you to look away if you don't want to see it. So if you want to see the video...
We don't have to do all that.
No, I'm definitely going to do it. Yes, that's why his name is Danger, because he does dumb stuff. Anyways, I'll find the video for the people that want to see it.
So we were going around Barcelona, and they wanted us to get like footage of us doing gymnastic-y type stuff, flight crew type stuff around the city, which basically was like, okay, if you're a gymnast, you're doing these videos. So I was doing the videos, and I was gonna go. They had like a workout ball, like a chin-up bar that they had these straps for your wrist, and that's something we would do as a gymnast all the time, and use those straps to go all the way around the bar. That's called a giant. And now
you guys know, like when the bar's like this and the person's like swing, swing, and then they go up, up.
Yeah.
Up.
I was gonna do
That's
that.
a giant.
I was gonna do that over concrete with turf on it, like putt-putt green type things. And so I just, no warm-ups, no nothing, just went for it. And the last thing I remember is thinking, I think my hands are slipping. And then I woke up with a neck brace on.
He went like up like this, and then when he swung under, his hands came off.
Like
and
a
he
piece
just
of butter.
Cracked. I'll show you guys the video if you want to see it. You can like look away, and then I'll tell you when you can look if you don't want to see it. One of the scariest calls I've ever gotten, because he's like, well, let me just show you the video and then the picture of his back and his head. Let me show you. Okay. If you don't want to see it, close your eyes. You can listen, and I will tell you when you can not look away again. Okay? All right. Here's the video. I'll show, can you see it? Hold on. I'll show you in a second, Facebook. Okay, watch. Can you see it? Here he goes.
I am.
Okay, so he's gonna go up.
21-year-old
Here he goes.
me.
Up, and
boom,
crack.
shakalaka.
Like straight on the freaking concrete. Did you see it? If you looked away, you can look back. I'm going to show the Facebookers. So Facebookers, if you're watching from Facebook, don't watch if you don't want to see it. But tell them about what happened immediately after.
Immediately after, I woke up.
It's like insane.
With a neck brace on, and I just like was like, I sat up real quick, and I was like, I'm totally fine. I'm good. And then I got up and I started walking, and I couldn't see like anything. Everything was like somebody put Vaseline over my eyes, and they were very tunneled. Mm-hmm. My ears were ringing so loud that I could barely hear, and I could not walk a straight line at all.
And you know what they did? They took him to a hospital.
We went to an urgent care thing because my back was bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah, imagine if you got drug across the concrete. That's what his back looked like, bleeding and all that. But literally the doctors there were like, are you good? And he was like, yeah. And they were like, okay, you can leave.
I mean, that's all was good.
Like, that's insane to me because they were flying home the next day. And when you get a concussion, like, number one rule is do not go to sleep after that. Like, do not go to sleep after a concussion. Also, like, who knows what the frick happened to the back of your head? Like, are you okay? And so he went to his hotel.
Took a good 6 hours.
And took a nap. I'm like, your friends are idiots. Like, why would they not, like, do not go let him sleep? And so I got a call. All of this had happened. He had napped. I don't know. I was like freaking out because it's like you feel so helpless and you're like, what do you do? Like, he's in another country. I don't have a way to call him. Like, they're supposed to fly home the next day, which is like, you should not travel and fly like that if you have any sort of like brain injury or anything like that. And he's like, they said I'm good. I'm like, they didn't run any tests. They didn't do like an MRI or a CT or anything to see, x-rays, nothing. They just said like, are you good? And you said yes.
But no, after my nap that I took, I woke up and my head was hurting so bad.
Yeah.
That I at that time I didn't have I had no cell phone. Like, I had a cell phone, but this was before like wireless or like your phone was good overseas with a reasonable price. So like mine was not active unless I had Wi-Fi. And so I like went down and nobody's speaking English, and I was like, I think I need to go to the hospital. And I kind of like fumbled my way around at like 2 or 3 in the morning. All my friends were still out at like the clubs and the bars.
The fact that they left you in that state,
I mean, when in
makes
Barcelona.
me want to strangle them.
One in Barcelona. And so then I get to a hospital. Some girl, like, I was like, I need a hospital. And they like helped me get there. Mm-hmm. So that was nice. And then the guy at the hospital I sat there and he was just like, yeah, you're good. And I was like, all right, left. And I flew out I think our flight was at like 11 a.m.
So he flies home, and when that's happening, because of like the time change and stuff, so my stepdad is a neuroradiologist, and so we're talking to him, we're like, what does he need to do? What does he need to know? Whatever. And basically, when he got home, immediately we were like, you're going to an American hospital, and we are, like, you need to, I can't even remember, they were basically like, didn't they advise you not to fly, and you did?
No, nobody said anything. Nobody said anything like that. I don't think anybody really knew. It all happened so close together, and then I got home, and we went to the hospital. They immediately did a CT scan, and I left, and they said, you're good. They gave me some pain meds, and then the next morning, I got, like, phone call after phone call after phone call, and it was the doctors. They had reviewed my scan. I guess like a resident read it before or something. Anyways, somebody checked their work and found that I had a fracture on my skull and bleeding on my brain.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? And they're like, do not drive here.
Yeah, don't drive here.
Get an ambulance immediately. Like, you're going to die, basically. Like, it was so scary. Mm-hmm. And then we went in. And I'll show you the picture. So this is like the crown of his head back here, which I didn't know this, but I guess your vision receptors are back here, which is why, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why like his vision went out. But so this is the back of his skull. And do you see like the line that goes all the way up? So it was cracked, like all the way from the base, all the way up here. Let me show my other screens. Can you see this line right here? So scary. And so then, I mean, you took a lot of time off.
Well, I wasn't working. I had applied to work for Chrysler.
The headache that he was so grumpy, you guys. You would literally be like this, TJ, can I get you something? And he'd be like, why are you screaming?
My head hurt so bad.
Yeah, he's not a very good patient. But to be fair,
fractured skull.
To be fair, I wouldn't have been either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Anyways.
But anyways, that's why his nickname was Danger.
And then flight crew was on America's Got Talent.
That's true.
That was cool. That was actually right before we went to Barcelona. And we got voted through to the next round, and we had to decline because of the contracts you have to sign for them.
Yeah, did you guys know? This is like wild, but I'm pretty sure, and this is like same with Shark Tank. I'm going to say Shark Tank first because I know this is fact. The other one, I'm like not quite sure. Shark Tank, every single product that goes on there has to give, is it 3%?
It's a percent.
I think it's they get 3% of their business regardless of if they get a deal.
For a certain amount of years. That's
bananas to me. Like, I totally get it. Like, they're getting exposure and whatever. But so same thing with America's Got Talent.
It was 20% for America's Got Talent.
20%?
Of all of our earnings it was a long time.
That is insane.
When all of us were just doing it in college, we're just doing this for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cringy to watch now. Like, if you watch it back, it's kind of cringy.
What? Oh, Flight Crew?
No, the America's Got Talent tryout.
Yeah.
I mean.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So if you want to Google it, you can.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Was it just America's Got Talent Flight Crew? It wasn't Piston. You couldn't associate Pistons, right?
Yeah. It was spelled FLYTE. We had to get creative with this.
Cool.
I'm
kidding.
They told us that when we were there.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Anyways, I was on TV. You haven't been yet.
Yeah, I have. I was on the Today Show twice.
Not like that. Wow. Yeah. Whatever.
Come at me. Mine was really live. Yeah. Anyways.
One was from our house.
We just have
That's
there's so many Piston stories. I feel like we could do a whole conversation just on Pistons.
We had a lot of stories.
Lots of stories, but we had some other questions in our question box.
Should we go to question box?
Oh no. Sorry. Which entertainment team came? Was it Extreme Team?
Oh no.
Someone said Pistons Entertainment came to our elementary school and it was not good. I would love to know why it wasn't good.
Because I wasn't there. No dangerous things.
One of the things that I loved about TJ though, I just think tumbling is so cool. If I could have any skills in the world, it would be that I can sing. Guys, I would be a freaking pop star if I could sing. I would eat that up. But I can't sing, even a little.
Nope.
I wish I could sing and I wish I could tumble. I'd just tumble out there and be like, and then I would tumble
Can
off.
pretty safely rule out both of those things.
Yeah, so that's not in my cards.
Your dreams,
that's not in the cards, but I thought it was really cool that he would tumble, and I would always be like, I love that you tumble. It's so cool.
Yeah, and I hated doing it.
He hates tumbling because he complains about his stupid wrists. But anyways,
Hmm.
TJ, his goal in life is to still be able to do a backflip when he's 80.
Just every decade I want to be able to.
Once a decade, I think you need to practice more than that.
No, I'm good. I could do one right now if I want to.
I could do one right now.
The guys did one backflip each. The dancers were cringy.
I'm curious though, was it Pistons Entertainment or was it one team? That's what I'm curious about. Yeah. Okay, what were you gonna say? Do you want to go into questions or?
We can go into questions.
No? We got 10 minutes.
Yeah, we can go into quick questions.
Okay.
I'll do a couple vet ones because they were I can be really quick with them.
Someone said, Amanda, you accomplish every goal you have. Don't tempt me to be a pop star, you guys. Don't tempt me. I'll Hannah Montana you so fast.
No, we're out. We'll do a Jeff McNeil from the New York Mets. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I'll have to look him up. I like baseball a lot, so it's kind of flattering.
I will say he can still do the backflip. I will vouch for him on that. There you go. You just got dared for the decade.
Dare now.
Dared for the decade.
For the decade?
Do a backflip right now.
I'm 34.
You think it's so
easy?
easy?
I did one at 30. I'm good.
It's so easy.
It is so easy. Look, we have hardwood floors here, guys.
Oh, yeah. You did it on concrete.
I just don't want like a shock going up my whole body when I land.
He's such a wuss. Okay, continue.
Okay, why don't you be a pop star?
I did.
Sing for him. Anyways, vet questions.
If you have any vet questions, there's always so many. Yeah. So drop them in the thing. But we did take some that were in there.
Yeah.
Come on, Danger! Don't let the people down.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. My mom might be on here. My grandpa could be on here.
So
and they
what?
always
They would
tell me
you to do it.
No, they say make wise decisions. That's what they say to me. And this is me being wise. No, I'm putting my hand down. No.
I'm gonna make him do it.
I'll do it on your stories.
Okay, fine.
But
nobody's gonna have any context. These people have been hanging out with us. It's the least you can do for them.
Okay, the vet questions that we got, the most common things. Best diet for a dog.
Go. Just continue.
Best diet for a dog. I really, really, really like Science Diet if you're doing kibble. Like kibble, you cannot beat Science Diet. We like Nom Nom as well. Like if you're gonna go down that route of like ordered food for your dog, that's good. The things that I don't like, grain free and raw food. I don't know what it is with this raw craze, but like, I mean, people are gonna hate me for this, but there's literally no benefit to it. I have people all the time coming in like, oh, I fed raw and my dog doesn't have that weird ear twitch anymore. I'm like, that's, luck of the draw. But raw food, we don't eat raw food. Your dog is not a wolf. Your pug that has thyroid disease and you give thyroid tablets twice a day too, it's not a wolf. So stop acting like it's a wolf. That's it. Best allergy supplements for dogs. What was that one that we were just talking about? Better Wild. I've heard some good things about that one, but like, as far as the supplements go, like nothing's gonna work better than true allergy meds for dogs. So like, I really like Apoquel, really like Cytopoint. Probably not gonna be a super popular opinion because people want to go like El Natural and like people be putting like olive oil in their dog's ears, and I don't.
Hey man,
I don't understand that.
Someone asked if Science Diet's fine for puppies. They make like a lot of different
Science Diet puppy.
Yeah,
for sure. So that's that. That's the dog questions I got. Really a lot of
food. That's literally his number one question.
Food. It's crazy.
Food.
But I think it's the life that the age that we're living in right now. I think people are becoming aware, and I'm not saying that there might be something better for your dogs. I'm just not a veterinary nutritionist, and so I know those diets have withstood the test of time.
Isn't there something, I never can remember this, but sometimes you explain it and I'm like, oh, it's so smart. There's something about, like, people might be like, my dog has super bad allergies and their skin sucks and all this stuff, and they haven't changed, or they changed the food.
They went grain-free.
No, not that. But I'm talking about how you're like, they might be allergic to chicken and they need like a pork food. Like, isn't like the protein in it?
It's the protein in the food.
Like, they could be allergic to that.
Dogs and cats, like, that's the usual allergen. Like, the dogs, less than 1%, I think this is the stat, less than 1% of Irish setters have actual celiac disease, meaning they're allergic to, like, gluten or, grains. And so, like, no, that's not, you just don't need grain-free in dogs. What happens is people will go like, oh, well, I switched to grain-free.
Oh, that's what it is.
I switched to grain-free and everything got better. And I'll usually be like, well, what was the protein in the diet? And you'll look and it's like, oh, well, it was chicken-based or it was pork-based. And they switched from pork to chicken. And, well, the dog was allergic to pork. So it's not the grain-free.
Like, that's what it was.
It's your confirmation bias.
Yeah,
that's like, oh, I fixed it. And you did fix it, but that's not why it was fixed.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other vet questions?
Is there a list of over-the-counter meds that dogs can have? Benadryl. You can do Benadryl. Benadryl is 1 milligram per pound. So if you have a 25-pound dog, give it a 25 milligram Benadryl. If you have a big dog, it's going to eat a lot of Benadryl. Freeze-dried. Are you talking about freeze-dried raw? Because freeze-dried raw actually preserves Clostridial organisms. So
never heard that word before in my life.
It's a bacteria, very common bacteria that causes diarrhea and vomiting. And people come in and are like, it's freeze-dried though. And I'm always like, yeah, but that actually is a good preservation process for bacteria. It's always played like, oh, if you freeze-dry it, it kills the bacteria. And it actually preserves some of the ones you don't want to.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't recommend freeze-dried.
Okay.
Anything. But
pineapple is good.
Pineapple?
Freeze-dried pineapple.
Got it. Noted. Thank you. I was wondering. What about mango?
I don't like mango.
I like mangoes. For health, dog food. Is that Tractor Supply? I think it's probably fine. As long as it's not grain-free. I've gotten to the point with dog food that, like, as long as people aren't doing grain-free or raw anything, I'm just like, okay, that's a win. Like, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Kristen and I were talking about that the other day. Needs double knee surgery on back legs. Sounds so terrible. Oh, it's probably patellas. So it's probably his luxating patellas. I would get one done and see how it goes. It'll be fine. Go to a board certified veterinary surgeon though. I would not have that done at a general practice.
Okay.
Oh, he eats it after. That isn't normal. 2 to 4 times a week is not acceptable for vomiting.
For a cat.
For anybody. You know? Like, isn't that crazy though? Like, I had to say that. But, like, I have to do that. Like, people be like, why does my dog's breath smell so bad? I'm like, well, do you brush its teeth? No. Okay. Did you brush yours this morning? Like, you would have bad breath if you didn't brush your teeth for 7 months. Like, you know, like, people will be like, oh, I did a dental with you guys, and now my dog's breath is bad, like, 8 months later. I'm like, how many times did you brush your teeth? None.
I want my money
Got
back.
Got it. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Take it, you didn't floss either.
Okay. What else did you have, or was that the vet questions?
I think that's it.
Do you guys all have dogs or cats? Or my dog people?
Team dogs.
Team dogs.
I like cats.
We do like cats. We had a cat.
I really do like cats.
Mm-hmm. We liked our cat.
You had a cat when we got married, and I really, really liked.
I came with a lot of baggage, to be honest.
Yeah, panic attack was right on the top.
I rolled up with like 7 suitcases of stuff, and was just like, "Hi."
Yeah. I thought I got room.
I had 3 dogs, 2 dogs, and a cat.
No, you should not floss your dog's teeth. That was a joke. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should be more serious.
You should, because you're supposed to be the expert.
Wet food for cats is good.
Well, it makes me miss Duncan. He used to love his little pate.
Yeah, he loved it.
He loved it.
Do all dogs with luxating patella need surgery? Not necessarily. They grade it. It depends on how severe it is.
No, I was not talking about literal baggage. I was talking about just like life baggage. Like,
she has a lot of literal baggage.
I
too.
do have that.
Like,
I do have any kind of baggage you're thinking, I have it.
One time I think it was when your dad got married and you went to Jamaica, and I stayed at her house to watch her dogs. And I thought, I mean, guys, this girl was...
awesome.
You've grown. We had piles of, like, many of you have seen our kitchen island. The amount of laundry that she had, not washed or washed, who knows, laying on the laundry room floor in the basement.
Well, I had a laundry chute.
Would not fit on this island. I
had a laundry chute that I just would throw my laundry in, and then it would just, I never saw it again. I just left it in the basement. Like,
Actually, we don't do that surgery at Dixie Vet, the luxating patella one, I assume. No, we recommend they go to a boarded surgeon. Dr. Andrews is the other doctor there. She loves surgery. I could see her maybe doing that one day, but I don't know. Yeah. 6 dogs.
Yeah, who has the most dogs? If you have more than 6, comment.
Oh, Kristen's dad is my godfather.
Oh, that's fun.
Kristen's dad's a very nice man.
Let's see.
Urinary crystals in male cats. Diet. CD diet. C-D diet. or urinary SO. You have to do that religiously 100%, and you should be able to get out of the crystals issue. ACL surgery. Yup, we do that there, but we only do it on small dogs. So if they weigh less than 40 pounds, Dr. Andrews will do that. Rottweiler Great Pyrenees mix. That's a lot of dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to answer any more questions?
I do want to give a microblading update.
Cool. You gave me one the other day, and I was like, lady, I literally
Guys,
would never even
look at
know
my
you did
brows.
this.
Can you see my brows? I'll give you a better look on my stories. Here you go, TikTokers. I got microblading. It's kind of hard to see. They're in the phase.
I did not.
Yeah, you need to. What happens with microblading is it's like they take this little needle thing. It's like a needle comb, kind of. And they dip it in some ink, and then they just like draw like hair strokes on, and it doesn't feel very good. Like it really does not.
It's a tattoo, right?
It's not. It's a semi-permanent tattoo.
You just answer the question.
It's semi-permanent.
So it's a tattoo.
Anyways, and basically the day that you get it done, you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I love it. And then the next day you're like, what did I do? These are so dark. I hate them. Like, what did I do? I messed up. Like, this is my face. And then the next day they're a little bit darker, and you can't get them wet for 4 days. So when you shower and stuff, you just kind of have to like be careful. You just don't want water, bacteria. You want it to just like, whatever. They have to scab and fall off basically. So they're in the phase right now. You can't really see it. I'll see if I can get closer. On the edges, and like right here, I still have some scabbing. Like, can you kind of see it? Like right in there. You can see some of the scabbing. But you like want to let it just fall off on its own, and it will lighten. So you know like when it feels crazy that it will lighten probably like 40% or something like that. And then it will be amazing after. Like, I'm just so excited. She did such a good job, and it looks so, so good. And I already feel like it's died down a lot. Like I'm either used to it or it's not as dark as.
I will say, when you spell it out to me, and then you're like, see here and here and here, I'm like, I can see it. Like I don't want to sound like I'm downplaying. Like I don't see it. I do see it. I just am like, I don't.
It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Contrary to the comment section of your messages, I'm not a woman enough to get my eyebrows tattooed.
Funny to us, which like we should have read. We should maybe next week. Next week we can read more.
I can read out loud like we did with you one time.
Yeah. My video of the bridge for I'm building a treehouse. If you didn't know, which I'm revealing tomorrow, and it looks so good, and I'm so excited. But the bridge video, if you go on my feed, I think it has like 3 million views or something when you're looking. It's like one of my most, probably like 2 or 3 videos ago. I don't know. It's in there. You'll see it. Where it starts with me like holding the cable, and it says like girl math or something on the thing. And in it, I say, you know, like I had my non-DIYer husband come out and help me because he just doesn't like projects, and like there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's fine. And the comments, you guys, if you want a good laugh before you go to bed, go read the comments, because TJ just got shredded.
I got canceled as a husband.
They were like, you both need a new husband. Like, how do you sleep at night knowing that your wife is so much better than you? Like, just like people were so mean, which like we should talk about this another time, but we were talking about just like.
The skin is thick.
It is. We don't care.
The skin is thick. We don't give a.
But it's also like, this is like going to open a whole can of worms, but brief, what I want to say about it. I don't get why there's like gender roles for things. Like I just don't get why. Like if he wants to not do projects and I do, who cares? Like that works for us. I don't want him doing the projects because I want to do them.
I appreciate it if you guys would stop putting that in her head that I should be doing them.
I don't want to cook. So like.
And I like to cook.
Yeah. So like let the man cook.
Some. I'm not like.
Let the man do the laundry. Let the man take the trash out. Okay. Let the man go grocery shopping. Like.
I feel like the man does usually take the trash out.
I'm just kidding. But like.
And I do that.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's so funny that. Whatever. I know people are trying to find your flight crew video and they can't find it for America's Got Talent. What did you search the other day to find it?
The flight crew.
She said she couldn't find it.
Oh, it was really hard to find the other day. Way harder than it used to be. They're really burying us down deep. Maybe
I just found it. Oh, wait.
It was D-A. Duff Lake.
No, it was... Oh, yeah.
How
do I go to it? I'll get the link and I'll send it.
That's so funny.
How do you find it?
I would literally, Reese Slater, I said to you today, she said, he's a doctor, seriously. And I said, because they were acting like I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I mean, I did. I have my doctorate. Like, I could figure this out. I just don't like it. Like, I just don't like doing it.
Yeah. Okay, I can't find the video right now either.
But to be clear.
You just saw it the other day. How did you...
I'm telling you, it's so hard to find. I had to go deep in the YouTube archives. To be clear, we don't lose sleep over these types of things.
I do sometimes.
I don't. Because I am so comfy in not doing those things that there ain't nothing somebody's going to say to me that's going to make me go, maybe I should do those things. Because...
No, I don't have as thick skin of you.
Because Trek Deck 33 engineer says I should. Like,
no, that kind of stuff I don't care about. Like when people are like, I get it. But anyways.
I do surgery. I don't like doing surgeries that make me sweat.
TJ
I'm
likes...
not a man. Nah.
Oh gosh, okay. Well, this was fun. This was so fun hanging out with you guys. We do this every single Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. It was
Howard Stern was a judge.
Howard Stern,
Howie Mandel, Howie, and Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And if you look it up, it's and then it's FLYTECRU. America's Got Talent. What year was it? You know.
Probably 2014. I think it was the year before we got married, right? The year that we got
I don't
engaged.
remember. No, we weren't together when you did it. It was before that.
Oh, I was thinking Barcelona. What? No, we were together.
When you went to America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
No.
100%.
We were not.
100%.
We were not.
100.
We were not together. I would have remembered that. I would have went.
You would have went. How? What? No.
What? Are you kidding?
You would have gone. How would you have gone? Like, it's not like a...
I would have known.
Hey, you want to come with us? Like, you...
No.
You got to be auditioning. You be a pop singer?
I'm so serious that we were not dating.
Really?
I would have remembered texting you and being like, did you make it? I need to know when it was, because if we were dating...
It says 2012 on the video.
Then I had a brain aneurysm, because...
Panic attacks will get you.
Did someone say they found it?
Yeah.
This
says, is the girl that's been looking.
2012, let's see.
Sorry for assuming you're a girl. I think it's...
Let me see.
It says Margaret.
What did you type in? Like, what's your search term?
She searched the flight crew.
But I did that. It didn't.
When you love your bearskin heavy...
I needed... If it was 2012, we weren't together. We started dating in 2013, so...
Well...
There's that. Anyways.
Whatever.
This has been fun.
It's been fun.
Thanks for hanging with us. I'm hungry. I want, like, pizza or something. Anyways.
No, we don't eat that around these parts of the town.
Anyways, we will see you again next Sunday.
There was somebody, if you're on here, that said they were starting a veterinary hospital. You should just message me directly.
At TJ
Vernacci. T Vernacci.
Oh gosh. Doesn't even know his own handle.
I'm kind of a big deal on there.
Kind of a big deal.
I think I got like 400 followers.
No, it's... Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, so send me a message. Also, send me some podcast recommendations.
TJ's a big podcast guy. Big podcast guy.
Send me what you like.
Okay. Peace and love, everyone. See you tomorrow for the best treehouse reveal of your whole entire life that you've ever seen.
Pop culture, pop singer video coming.
Maybe I'll sing for you. Goodbye.